What up, nerds? We're here. Hello. We're here playing some Avatar Legends. We made it. Uh, the day it's everyone goes nuts at Walmart Day here in the North America, which is interesting because in Canada we don't have Thanksgiving on yesterday. Like ours is in October, but we still do Black Friday. And a lot of that is because most major cities in Canada only live like within 100 miles of the border. So a lot of Americans will drive up here to shop. I'm only 30 miles from the border. So it's like, and because of the exchange rate, it's a little bit cheaper.
It is.
But I don't know with with the way gas is. Like,
Right.
Is it really worth it?
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I've never done it. Like, that being said, I do go stateside to go shopping sometimes just because listen, for some reason I just really enjoy getting shit at JCPenney and they don't have JCPenney here.
Also, y'all cigarettes have maple syrup in them. They are foul.
Not all of our cigarettes have maple syrup.
Okay, no, we will fight about this because my sister had a Canadian wife, a good friend online for like a decade, and she flew up to see this girl and she bought a carton of Marlboros, just regular Marlboros, while she was in Canada because that's our brand. Marlboro Red, 100. Okay.
But there was maple syrup in it.
They were sweet. They were literally sweet. It was the foulest thing I'd ever, and we had to smoke them because it was a carton. We're poor. We just gonna
the whole cigarette carton. I don't smoke tobacco of any sort, so I guess I don't know. But like Nick, my husband, he smokes less than he used to, but he usually does what Captain Black's. So they definitely don't have maple syrup in them. But I don't know. I wouldn't know. I'm not a cigarette person. So, but hey, we're here. We're playing some Avatar. Let's just jump into this and do those intros and awkward questions and all that bullshit. So Arnica, you get to start us. And what are we answering?
All right. Hi everyone. I'm Arnica. I'm your game master tonight, and I'm so glad to see everybody back for the semi-finale, the lead in as we're getting ready to finish up season 1 of Avatar Legends of Rain of Smoke and Ashes. Please don't let my building be on fire. There's a lot of fire trucks coming in my direction right now. I'm fine. We're probably not on fire. That would be my week. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Rain of Smoke and Ashes. And the question this week for everybody, I can't remember if I asked you this week. Did I ask y'all about Pokemon last week?
No.
Good. So
I think last week was Twitter.
Yeah.
How you would explain Twitter.
Oh my God, yes. All right. So in honor of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet having dropped, it's for Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas my ass. I'm opening that bitch as soon as we get off here. Anyway, in honor of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet having dropped, who would be your character's Pokemon partner?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wish I had a little bit of planning time for this question.
There's so many of them now.
Yeah.
No, there's almost 1,000. I want to say there's 967. Like, we're real close. We are so close to having to add another 0 on Bulbasaur. It'll be so awesome. It'll be 0,0,0,1. It's fine. Don't be afraid to be a basic bitch and be like, I can only pull these 3 off my head. Oh no. I'm
pretty good with who mine is. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's go ahead and start with Obi, please.
All right. I am Obadiah, but more importantly, today, I am Kim Ji-woon. And Kim Ji-woon will only have the finest of partners, and by that, I do mean the most rancidly vibed Gardevoir. Like, we are talking the kind of psychic that doesn't let strangers within fight, because I sure as hell we don't know where you've been, we don't know where you're going, and we don't know what you think you're doing, but it's probably ain't correct. So move right the hell on. Don't care about that eye contact you think you made. We wanted to take your money, we'd have done that already. Get out.
Oh no. Love it. Sorry, I gotta fix my light. I all of a sudden looked over and realized that I was in shadow and just you couldn't see shit. Okay, thank you so much. Love. So, Mare.
Okay. Hi, I am Mare. I am playing Wong, who uses he, they pronouns, and I use they, she pronouns. And I had to look up this Pokemon. I may change it later because there's over 900 Pokemon, so I'm allowed. Right now, I think I'm going to go with Wong's Pokemon partner as Scraggy.
Yes!
Oh my god, Wong and a Scrag. I'm so in love.
Just a cute little Scraggy.
Perfect.
Oh man, I love it.
Just in there being little gutter snipes together.
Yeah. For anyone in chat who needs a
Love
visual.
Scraggy so much. He's just constantly trying to hold his pants up. But they
No.
but it's like the same, they have the same vibe.
They do.
God, I have to draw some art now.
Y'all don't even know this. This is what's gonna spawn the fan art. Is pictures of y'all and your Pokemon. I mean, just. All right, Casey. What about you?
Oh boy. Well, I'm Casey. I play Lofong. He, him, both counts. If it was about me, the answer is obvious. It is Wobbuffet all the way. But for Lofong, oh God, that's hard. God, this is going to be real basic, but the only one that I can think of is Greninja.
I can see it.
So
I can see him having
yeah,
a Ninja,
yeah. There's too many Pokemon. I know the first 151, and then beyond that, I'm just woo. So I'm
Like I had an immediate thought, and then it's like my mind has changed 3 times, and I think I finally settled on it. I guess it's my turn. Hi, I'm Val. This is my channel. I bring Kayam, our person. Just this a they he kind of person. Member of the Foggy Swamp tribe, but also an Earth stage. What? So yeah, as far as his Pokemon goes, I think I have settled on it being the west side version of Gastrodon. They are an water ground type, an absolute unit of a Pokemon.
Is that the blue or the pink one?
The blue
I don't
one,
remember.
the blue and green
Okay.
one. Yeah, but it's just this adorable slug. It's just a slug. And
I was
love
also
it.
thinking
it's so
Tangela.
I was
as well.
thinking Tangela. I was also thinking Starmie or Golduck because they're both water psychics. So that was in there, but also Tentacruel was also on the list. So there's a lot. I think I could just build the whole party at this point.
It.
Like
now I just want to build a party for
a whole
Wong.
like that's what we're gonna be doing on our.
But here's the thing: if you all build a party this weekend, then Val and I will get bored and we will draw everyone with their full party of Pokemon. It'll be so great. I love drawing people in Pokemon.
It's true. We could do it. Like we're having 3 weeks into the finale, so we have plenty of time.
Oh, that's true.
Let's go.
Anyway, so just a heads up, friends and family, and all the you good humans that are hanging out there and watching us today. This is a viewer affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. If you want Pokemon to show up, you can make that happen with money. Like if you want to have us isekai'd at the finale into the Pokemon world, you could also do that with money. It's gonna be a lot of money.
You can. don't think that I can't. I own
know you
three
can.
different
I
variants of the
believe in you.
Pokemon
This-
TTRPG. So by all means, pay us, and I will drop all of them into Pokemon during the finale.
We
Do
will,
it. You
we'll do the
won't.
whole. Listen, I will tell y'all this right now. If somebody gives us $400, we will just be the same characters in the Pokemon game. Like
Great.
just straight up, like we'll do it. But as far as the rewards do go, is that whenever you give 100 biddies, you can give rerolls to any of the players here. Whenever you subscribe to the channel, you can give a +1 to the players here, and there's a sliding scale based on our lines and veils when it comes to straight up donating money through coffee or Streamlabs, and you get exclamation mark support for some links and all that good stuff. And we're still raising money for Extra Life, so just remember, if you have the Twitch Prime, hanging the fuck out. If you subscribe to my channel with that, I will match that subscription with a $1 donation at the end of the month, which is very soon because we're on the 25th. So let's go. That's it. I'm done. So now I'm just gonna be sitting here thinking about. I got a notebook. I'm gonna start sketching. Don't. It's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Arnica. Do it.
All right.
Do it.
So, the last time we saw everyone, we were several cups in to the moonshine. The music was going. Alligator catfish were just making rumbling sounds that carried through the night. It was a foggy swamp fine evening, and everybody was doing good. We have had a moment of peace. Everybody has saved the kids. You have all done a really great job. And now it's morning. It's kind of early morning. It's earlier than you would like it to be. And there's a flying fish frog just sitting in the branch right outside the window. Y'all are at Kayam's house. You are passed out in many places. None of them are the places you should have been. Some of y'all are in bathtubs. Some of y'all are on floors. But is that me?
It might be you, yeah.
Probably. Hold on, let me check something.
If you don't hear feedback, then it's you.
Oh no, I
It
definitely
was
heard
you.
that.
There we go. It's done. It's gone now.
But I didn't push no buttons.
I don't know, but it went away.
I don't know. I'm glad it's gone. Good.
Okay.
It was bullying me.
I would like to point out that there is like a pot of soup on the counter, like being boiled, and it is like the saltiest, umamiest soup in existence because you're gonna need them electrolytes after. Like it's just custom to have like some salty, some electrolytes after like every morning. Like soup is just part of breakfast here. like just swamp weed soup essentially.
There is
turtle duck eggs in it. You're good to go.
There is soup. You can smell it. It's starting to come through the house. So that's good. You at least have that going for you because there sure is a chorus of frog, fish, bird things sitting in the window just screaming. Just rip it ah! Rip it ah! Good
I
fucking
hate
morning!
them so much.
I'm
like...
sure that it's actually a charming noise on any other day, but today they scream, rip it ah!
I also like imagine that like that feedback is
Is it maybe Casey?
It might be Casey.
Hang on.
Yeah, I think it's Casey.
Yeah, it was Casey.
Casey's the feedback. Yeah. Kayam is oddly up. Probably before most of y'all, just because it's habit. Like he just goes right back into habit when he's in here and just already just eating soup and drinking dandelion tea because that's what they got out here. like still shirtless because it's hot and you're eating hot soup, so you're gonna sweat.
All right, so the rest of y'all,
Mhm.
where all did you pass out last night? You all made it back to Kayam's house. There may have been some assistance, some heavy leaning involved, perhaps a gentle tumble or two, but you all made it into the house somewhere. None of you made it to a proper soft surface. So where did you pass out? Where are you waking up this morning? Who wants to wake up first and tell me where you are?
Go first if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's like a communal like kitchen or something along those lines. Wong passed out in like the equivalent of a pantry, just just because there's a lot of things to hide behind and get away from the light. Well, actually, not light, the bioluminescent light. There's probably not a lot in there, so I'm hiding, sleeping, and I'm probably just like hugging a jar of something canned or pickled before I finally pull myself up and make my way to wherever Kayam is having breakfast with hands on the counter. Just everything hurts.
You're right there.
Do you have a hangover remedy?
Yeah, and I just like ladle soup into a mug for him and just give it to him. It's really salty.
That's fine.
Also, the best way to get rid of a hangover is just more alcohol. So if you want some of that,
No.
we have the
Nope.
breakfast version as well.
Like, I tried to pace myself. I don't know how. I'm sure the other two are just so much worse.
Yeah, no, who they listen. I'm just I'm just high functioning, apparently, or just used to. Like my gut biome doesn't exist anymore at this point. But you know, it's life. I mean, did you sleep okay? Like,
I got enough rest. Let's put it that way.
gotcha.
I could go for like another 4 days. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, you're welcome to stay another 4 days. I don't like no one's gonna kick you out, essentially. But that's
I'm not gonna.
that's
I
on
would feel like
you.
I'm doing nothing. I can't.
I mean, doing nothing is okay once in a while. Like,
Yeah.
in fact,
I grew up doing everything and staying active all the time, so
you will definitely find that here doing nothing is well cherished. I assume that a lot of nothing is gonna happen today. Like,
I will do nothing today.
there you go.
Drink lots of fluids.
Yes. Just not directly from the swamp. I would not.
No, absolutely not.
You gotta
No.
boil it first, which I can assist with if need be. I'm really good at
I think I'm gonna stick
boiling
with
things.
soup.
Oh,
I'm gonna stick with soup.
Yeah, you can boil soup. Soup's boiled. That's like the point of soup.
I'll just continue nursing my soup. Probably get my own dandelion tea as well.
All right, so Wong is trying to drink both soup and tea without lifting head. It's not working. Unfortunately, the head has been lifted, but the attempt was made to see if it could just be willed into one's mouth while head down on the counter. So Kim Ji-woon, where'd you knock out last night?
Right, so the camera starts to pan. It doesn't go far. It's not the only table in the room, and at different table, a table is presumably for perhaps writing, business, something proper. Kim is there. He is holding a cup of something or other, and his face is down. He is not moving. Firebenders rise with the sun, and he is Kim Ji-woon. So, he doesn't stir at the voices, but after people stop talking for a few seconds, he suddenly jerks up, and immediately topples.
Aw,
The
There he is.
he did it. Look, how you feeling, big guy?
You are not dead. Good. Because I'm pretty sure I tripped over you at some point. And you did not move.
Yeah, get my side. Oh, on that side. What am I doing? Oh, I was drinking. Why was I drinking?
Oh yeah, you. I th- just the swamp's finest sea mead.
It's seaweed. I'm fine.
He kind of like slowly stumbles to his feet. You realize that somehow in all of this, some part of him has had the necessary presence of mind to keep that cup steady. And he looks down and it's like, what is this?
It's
Why do I have it?
It's soup. You should drink that. It'll restore your electrolytes because whenever you drink, you pee a lot, and so you get dehydrated. And the thing is that like whenever you pee, you don't just lose all of the water in your body; you lose all of the salt in your body. And so this is water and salt.
What's an electrolyte?
Just drink your soup.
What do they teach at the Fire Nation? Do they not have microscopes? I don't like...
Manners. And he immediately just knocks it straight back.
There you go. I would not be worried about him and it being too hot. He is, after all, Kim Ji-woon. And like I wasn't being facetious when I said that. Like,
yeah, he doesn't like he does not like he does not react. There's no glare. Yep.
It's just
right,
a matter of fact. I was not worried about Kim Ji-woon and hot soup.
I am Kim Ji-woon.
All right, so we now have a whole party full of soup suffering fools, but our friend Lo Fong. Last time we saw Lo Fong was pounding back moonshine. Lo Fong was doing happy dances with several shots ahead of all the other companions. 3 girls dancing. I'm sure getting Lo Fong back up to the treehouse was a fun and interesting experience.
Did he make it back to the treehouse?
In fact,
I'm not sure. With the girls. I'm
not sure how far you got him back to the treehouse. Let's find out. Lo Fong, where are you waking up? Did you actually make it in the house?
No.
Just the dejected.
No.
No.
Almost.
Oh.
Almost.
Now, when you say almost, is this like the time I threw a 4-day long bender for Labor Day and I thought everyone had gone home and I came out and found people passed out on my porch almost? Or how almost is almost?
Front porch.
Aww.
Front porch. Lo Fong is currently curled up in the fetal position on the front porch. This is the worst his head has ever felt, even after sustaining direct blows to the head in combat.
Yep.
And he's just kind of slowly rocking back and forth, hoping that eventually he might be able to stand up again.
Dehydration. Better be careful, or it might kill you.
Well, you see, poor Lo Fong, it's probably not helping you that there is an enormous fat black axolotl on your head.
No, probably
part
not.
Part cat and part axolotl. So, it's masurging, but it doesn't have claws.
I need one, Arnica. I need one.
That's my Pokemon now.
There is a fat black axolotl, and he's comfortable on your head. He's just massage. but it's all off beat. So like your headache is pounding on the 2 and 4, and he's massaging on the 1 and 3. So it doesn't help.
He can't move right now.
You're trapped.
Yeah. Eventually
Oh.
someone will find him, probably.
Speaking of, like, in between, like, sips of soup and tea, has anyone seen Lo Fong?
Oh, he's on the porch. He's alive. I checked his. I can hear his heartbeat.
Okay. I'm sure he feels like he wants to be dead because
Did he get mugged again?
no, but he was like 5 drinks ahead of all of us.
Yeah. I think he really, out of all of
He
us,
did. You get
really
mugged.
needed
That
to
liquor
know
mugged
this.
his ass.
Yeah, but also I don't think he was hydrating.
Oh, he definitely wasn't. Definitely
Yeah.
wasn't. No, I don't.
Most certainly not.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But, you know, lesson learned.
I think is that like there'll be the biggest groan as I reluctantly pull myself up and get like another cup of soup and tea. Kayam, where is he?
On the fin, I just point to the door leading outside to my front porch. Like, I imagine there's like also on the porch just another type of like a scapossum, which is a skunk and a possum, and it's just on like the rocking chair, just like rocking. Like, as well on the front porch.
Oh,
with
I
all
love
of
them.
her, yeah.
And I will painfully walk outside and like sit down next to Lo Fong, see the catsalotl. Do you want some soup?
Yes, please.
Okay. He'll try to like take one hand and like push, like begin doing like that push with the cats, but they don't want to move, so it's just like multiple pushes until they finally get off.
Okay, cats are a pain in the ass. I'm gonna make you roll.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What am I
You
rolling?
gotta push your luck. It's a cat.
Okay, that's completely fair. I love cats. They're so good. I'm rolling with passion. I got a mixed success.
So the cat thinks that you're trying, the catsalotl thinks that you're trying to pet it. You are pushing at the catsalotl and it turns its big, enormous head directly at you and goes, yeah. So it does get off Lo Fong, but it now has climbed into your lap and is headbutting you obsessively while also trying to put its face into Lo Fong's soup.
Okay, I'm doing the whole thing. I'm keeping the soup away. I will allow it to get in my lap because this is the best outcome, honestly. One of the best outcomes.
You have been
And
blessed.
I have been blessed. And I will try and get Lo Fong the soup without it getting knocked everywhere.
See, that's why it's a mixed success, because now there's a catsalotl who wants some soup between the soup and Lo Fong.
That's fine. It gets head scritches. It's perfectly fine.
It loves it. It's so happy. All right, Lo Fong, after some vague flailing because you're not opening your eyes and the catsalotl wants the soup and Wong wants to pet the catsalotl and not give it soup, it takes a minute. There's a little bit of flailing. There may be a spill or two, but eventually soup is put into your hand.
And we just start to drink that right away.
Do you even sit up, or do you just like do
Nope.
that thing where you just
Nope.
slightly lift your head and like...
Yep, that the second thing.
Oh, I know that. I know that one. Yeah, I know
the
that
second
one.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's every time I come back from New Orleans, man. Just oof. Oof. It's a time. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Kim. So what are you gonna do?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, we brought the kids back. I mean, I'm at one of my homes, but like,
promise.
did we ever have a plan after this?
I promise. You gotta keep going. Gotta help everybody. All cities.
Everybody,
Everywhere. Fire
everybody.
Nation is coming.
Yeah, you're not ready to talk about it. It's okay.
I need to go outside.
Ducks and
and,
outside.
he kind of like gets up on his feet, like slow out of sync blink. Finishes swallowing that soup. Puts the cup down, and it's kind of he's still like a little bit wobbly, so he has to kind of stomp it, but
Mm-hmm.
works his way outside. Okay. Want more sun?
Breathe that swamp air. Breathe it in.
It's so sticky.
Why isn't the air moving?
Isn't it moving?
Everything is wet and I hate it.
Not even ocean wet. Ocean wet. Move.
I like it. I think it's cozy.
You're a waterbender. I yell
Look.
back in.
Lo Fong like finishes the soup and he like sets the empty bowl down, and then you just kind of hear him mumble, "Can someone cut my head off, please? It hurts too much."
No.
Lofang, don't tip me with a good time.
What you need is like 1,200 glasses of water and like 8 more of those soups.
That would be okay too.
And learn how to pace yourself.
You're hungover too. You're not better than us.
What was that? Sorry.
You're hungover too. You're not better than us.
Yeah, but at least I don't want to cut my head off.
And
y'all are so cute in your
kind of said like I feel fine, and like Kim turns back. You're cheating.
How am I cheating? Because I know what electrolytes are. Do you want me to give you a science lesson in water in the human body?
Sounds fake. You're making up words, Puds. Bending the water in.
You say you liquor bending?
You could.
Lo Fong slowly crawls inside.
I guess we're not going anywhere for a few hours.
No.
This is your fault.
My fault.
Probably.
How is this my fault? I did not.
Probably.
I did not coerce any of you to drink anything. Like, listen.
Could have made me
You
stop.
consented to everything that happened last night.
It is not Chaim's responsibility to tell you not to drink.
Yeah.
They didn't need to tell you shit.
Listen, you felt good last night, didn't you?
I don't know.
You put on a fire show.
Yeah, everyone thought it was really cool. It's like the coolest you've been since I've met you.
That sounds impossible. If I was doing what I think I was burning up. I was sweating.
Yeah.
You were being cool for once.
Is that why I'm so dry right now?
Is that why you're so dry right now? I hope so.
You should have more soup.
Yeah, just keep.
I drank it all.
Keep those. There's a whole. My brother. There is a whole soup. Okay, I wanted to go my brother in Christ, but like
My brother in Robin.
like my brother in the spirits. Like
I will like struggle to my feet, taking the catsalotl with me, and I will like unceremoniously hand the catsalotl to Kim Ji-woon. And catsalotl's purring helps with pain. I'm gonna get more soup. And I'm gonna go back inside.
Kim's
His
kind of ends
name
up like
is,
Kim's kind of ends up like flopping down, like he is not ready for the weight.
of the
And as it,
catsalotl.
Yeah,
and his
because I'm
like,
imagining it's a chunky boy.
Oh yeah.
and also like he
well fed.
was carrying a child like all day, and then he had a party. His arms are not. He can't like. He cannot support weight. Like he's.
Fair.
It's soup time. I'm getting more soup.
Oh man. But hey,
Lo Fang has managed to pull himself into a chair.
This is outside now.
but hey, look on the bright side, everyone. We did it.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, like we straight up saved some kids from, dying. And I can't think of, I don't know why I'm coloring right now, but I am. And I can't think of a better thing to celebrate. We eventually have to figure out what we're doing afterwards, but we don't have to do that now if y'all don't want to.
I go to cities, spread word, find more.
I am.
One.
Where's the closest city to here?
Amashu, right? It's Amashu.
Mushu.
Yeah,
Agree.
Amashu with all the slides that the
Good
child.
place to start.
Yeah.
No, good place to start. I got a friend who can maybe help spread some words in there too. So
You got a friend in
Okay.
Amashu, eh?
yeah,
Nice.
she's pretty cool.
I really worked in Amashu enough. Not enough to make real connections. Just that whole like school rivalry since I'm from Bossing saying it all.
Yeah, that's a job.
Casey, look, I just went and I just like did a whole gastrodon. I'm not
Yes, good.
I approve
So,
wholeheartedly.
like, excellent. I just wanted to do a whole slug. Anyway, the hyper focus has ended. Yeah. So
It's too hard that way.
So we're spreading the word, but do we have an end goal? Because I mean, we're just 4 people.
Schmucks. You can say it.
Yeah, we're some schmucks.
Hey,
Only 2 of us are. You can be rich and still a schmuck.
And right now, you're definitely a schmuck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, you should smell yourself right now. That is schmuck smell.
probably a cat. Oh, I can't move.
Just what was I saying? Y'all are so confusing me.
End goal.
Yeah, an end goal. Because I mean, we're just 4 schmucks, just 4 dudes. Like him has some familial power. I have connections in an education system, but when it comes down to it, like this is the kind of cataclysm that I feel would maybe be best suited for, I don't know, someone like the Avatar. Sounds like just gonna throw that out there.
You think happened to the Avatar?
The avatar for this cycle hasn't been found yet, or announced if they found him.
I think they might be dead.
What?
I wasn't gonna say it.
I mean, what? Avatar, like, can't, what? 8? 10? You can't.
Something like that. Young.
Yeah,
Young.
It would be a kid.
Kids can't fly a nation navy. No warning. Comment.
Okay, let's say the Avatar is dead. He would have been an airbender, which means...
And they go into the water, one of the water tribes next.
And they're... What, is the Fire Nation going to genocide every nation until the Avatar can only be a firebender?
In fact,
He's not going to be able to destroy the entirety of the Earth Kingdom. Shit, even... Have you seen the Northern Water Tribe? They are a military force on their own. It's also way too cold up there.
and who's been patrolling the seas, taking out bandits for fucking years now?
They have been strategically moving, though, in the Earth Kingdom.
I mean, I don't. Maybe Avatar can do something in 15 years. I mean, Comet not come back for a century?
Something like that.
Yeah. I could. Maybe that's it. Gotta hold out.
Well, there's nothing we can do about the Avatar, even if they are alive or being reincarnated into the next cycle.
Are we
Good
sure
on it
that
if we got away.
none of ours are...
I'm not Avatar.
No.
I'm Kim Ji-woon.
Hey, the spirits. I'm Kim Ji-woon.
Regardless of what we do, I want to, no offense, Guy, it's a little too wet here for me.
Oh yeah, no. Why do you think I only visit?
Until we get to go.
I live with my mom. Well, I don't live with my mom anymore. I have my own apartment that I sublet out while I'm traveling. But I live in the same... I mostly lived with my mom and visited here during the winter holidays because clearly the summer holidays would be unbearable.
You say your mom was Ba Sing Se, right?
Yeah, my mom's from Ba Sing Se.
That's a nice city.
Are you
Like the
still,
outer.
are you still drunk?
Mm.
You're being so nice right now.
I think I need more
You're
sun.
being very vulnerable, Kim. Keep going. Talk about how nice my city and my mom is.
Like the Outer Ring more. People are more real.
Outer Ring's not too bad.
I think we should go to a Mashu.
Oh, yes,
That's-
for sure. I mean, if anything, we could tell the king, right?
Who
King
can?
ain't gonna see me, so unless Kim Ji-woon wants to go marching up in there, or any of you,
I don't even know what the. It's been like 10 years. King's still same.
I mean, we could listen. I'm just gonna throw it out there. What if we are part of a traveling performing troupe, and I am your leader, and we have come to put a show on for the king of Amashu?
I don't like that second part.
Like, first of all, we know you can do some amazing fire tricks, Kim Ji-woon.
and
You would do really well in a circus. I would just point that out.
I don't think Lo Fong performs, doesn't have the right energy to be a charismatic for the crowd.
no,
No
no.
offense, Lo Fong.
No. I already know Lo Fong's thing. I already got it. Lo Fong, you're just gonna stand with your back against a wall, and people are gonna throw knives at you. And that's your act. How's that sound?
Who throws the knife?
Is he dead?
He is passed out again.
Okay, maybe we should rehab this talk in a couple hours.
Somebody hit-
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Kim is still
go
outside.
hang
Like,
out
did somebody
with-
hit Lo Fong in the head again? Is he okay?
No, he just
No.
he needs to sleep it off. Just wait till you get the hangover poops. Those are always fun. I'm gonna go hang out with Jolie if y'all are gonna be sticks in the mud.
I think I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah, go ahead. Sleep.
Oh, how do you help? Can't move cat arms. Don't work.
Oh no, we're just gonna leave you there. I think we're just gonna leave
Yep.
you there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't move until the cat says you can move.
Yeah, I think Kim's just here for a couple hours.
His name's Bobby, by the way. The cat's waddle.
Bobby. Nice.
Just with an I.
I love Bobby.
B-O-B-I.
Alright.
Bobby.
Good cat.
So, kind of the rest of these poor, not used to moonshine suckers have had to go find an actual soft surface this time. The soup was enough to power them to a bed, to a couch, to a something.
Mm-hmm.
So they've laid down for a couple more hours. You, however, have some time to kill. So, as you head down, you're going to go look for Jolie. She's sunning herself. Her back is, you can see her back. She's about 100 feet out.
Mm-hmm.
And your dad is just kind of floating around. He's kind of just chilling out near her, just on a inner tube. And he's got Sami with him. Sami has absolutely injected himself as your dad's shadow. The two of
Nice.
them wave at you. Are you going to go about your business? Are you going to head over? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna head over to see my dad and Sami. Check in, see how Pops is doing. And if how are the kids adjusting and things like that. Sup, Pops? They went back to bed. They might not make it.
Oh, they'll be fine. Just when they wake up, put some extra hot sauce in the soup. That'll get them going. This
Mhm.
first round in.
I mean, yeah. I put the whole bottle in there this morning, so
That's not enough.
I know it's. For us, it's not. But I don't know. Earth Kingdom palettes, not quite as refined, or a little too refined even. Plus, there's the firebender or bender and hot sauce. He's already hot. That kind of stuff.
Sami has waved at you excitedly as soon as you came
Sami.
over, but has abandoned. Y'all are boring.
We're too grown
Don't
ups.
have a radish. You're acting like a grown up today. It's terrible. So he's busy running all up and down the back of your catfish gator, who remembers back in the day when you used to run she's having flashbacks. She's got a baby running on her back again. She's just thrilled, just bubbling
she's
away.
She's 30 years old, so
right? She's a big girl.
She's a big girl, and she'll probably live for another 60. So that's how fish tiles are. So I think I didn't quite get a straight answer, but it seems like the gang wants to go to Amashu next and spread word about what's going on. Something else though, just kind of want to give you a heads up on. There is a chance that the Avatar isn't alive. And if he's not, that means the next one is going to be a waterbender. So I would just keep an eye out on any new babies being born.
So your dad reaches down and he's in an inner tube, and it's got a little piece of rope tied to it.
He's just floating
and
in the inner tube.
He's just floating in an inner tube.
Why not?
easy like Sunday morning. Shit, you ain't got
He's
nothing
got
to do.
probably like a freaking Caesar in one hand, like a Bloody Mary, just like sipping on that shit. Like he.
Well, you see, attached to the rope, tied to his inner tube, is a cooler, and he flips open the cooler and he grabs himself a breakfast beer.
Yep.
And he hands you a breakfast beer,
Take
but he
the
opens
breakfast
it
beer.
very solemnly.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This
yes.
is not a breakfast beer. This is a oh damn.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like
Think
sitting.
of that breakfast
Yeah,
beer.
I'm just gonna be like sitting on the edge of the deck. I'm not gonna be getting in the water. And you know, I solemnly accept the breakfast beer. Thanks.
Looks at you. He's like, and you can see him real quick trying to do math in his head.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no one's had a baby. No one had a baby in the last month. Your cousin Beulah has one due in a month or so.
I'm not sure which point of
But-
pregnancy that conception, that reincarnation happens. So, if it's conception, anyway, complicated.
What the
I read
hell?
too many books. I know.
Right. You just gotta show. He's like, I think we just gotta watch it. He just kind of looks at you and goes, Lord, can you not Beulah's baby? As the avatar. I like the two of you just have one of those moments where you're trying to imagine Beulah's already got two, and they big headed. They always crusty nose.
What's Beulah's
diaper
baby's
saggy.
name? Is it Boudreaux? Boudreaux?
She will be. Beulah's
Wow.
still pregnant. This one's not. She hasn't had this one yet, so they're gonna. Your dad agrees. He's gonna keep an eye on Beulah just in case, because no one knows if the baby's born when the like only sages know, and you guys aren't sages, but he'll keep an
definitely
eye
not
on.
a sage.
Yeah, he'll keep an eye on Beulah's baby. But you both agree, please, Lord, don't let Beulah's baby be the next avatar. Not one
Like,
of these
no.
big-headed, crusty
I
nose,
really
soggy
hope
diaper
not.
children.
Yep.
I need a swamp tribe avatar though.
I do. I really,
Yeah, me
really
too,
would
actually.
love a Swamp Tribe avatar. Like, just alternate universe. Let's go. It's Beulah's baby.
Hey y'all, I'm the avatar.
Yeah, what y'all doing?
But
I'm the
other than that,
avatar
he looks at you
here,
and goes,
yeah.
so Omashu's not
Mhm.
Omashu's not a bad plan. So Omashu is currently ruled by, what's her name? I just had it open in front of me. Her name is Queen Gao Jun.
Gao Jun.
She's right at the end of her life. She's an older, like an elderly woman.
Yeah, she up there in
And-
her 90s.
Yeah, and she's been standing pretty much in defiance of the Earth King.
Mhm.
Omashu and Ba Sing Se are not on good terms
Yeah.
right now. And he reminds you just kind of be careful going in. Because Omashu is a great city, but, you know, he doesn't like cities to begin with.
Yeah,
Your
no.
mom's city's okay. Ba Sing Se's okay, he guesses, because at least you're with your mom in the fancy part. But he's always nervous when you go to cities. And so he's like, no, they are. Just be careful in Omashu.
I will. And Dad, this thing that's happening with the Fire Nation is, I don't think it's gonna go anyway anytime soon. I think this is, once the Earth Kingdom gets on the defensive, it will be war. And I just want you to be ready in case it somehow makes it in here.
Okay, your dad reaches up and he kind of pats you on the knee and he goes, well, I don't think we're gonna be in too much danger anytime soon, but you're a smart kid, so as long we'll keep some extra patrols out.
I'm not kidding. You're 21.
And now you've activated you have activated parent special move. You will always be my baby. Oh no!
You've activated my trap card.
Now he has to lean up and put both his wet hands on your face.
Oh God, it's so clammy.
You will always be my baby.
Okay, I know. Right. I gotcha. I'm your baby. Okay.
My special little man.
Why? Oh God. You know, why are they sticky?
Because Sammy and I had jelly for breakfast.
Oh, the apricots.
We did.
Okay.
And he's still holding you, sticky apricot.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you. It's just I love it. All right.
So, having suitably harassed you,
yeah,
as he gets to do in return for all the times you peed on him when you were small,
it's true.
he lets you go. He returns to his breakfast beer. The two of you kind of sit there for a moment, watching out the swamp, enjoying the peace and quiet. Do you have anything else you want to say to your dad during this moment?
No, I think we're good.
All right. So, Chaim hangs out with his dad and Sami and Jolie and just anybody who walks by for a little bit, goes around, does some at-home stuff. None of y'all's business. Y'all sleeping anyway. But by the time everyone wakes up a couple hours later with, I'm not going to say clear heads, but you're definitely feeling better. You have mummy guts and you have rotten mouth and everything tastes like something died in the back of your throat, but you're feeling better. And Chaim is waiting there with some more soup, and it is spicier, and it does indeed help.
And I also have a bowl of mint leaves for you to chew on.
Nice, very nice.
That spicy soup, though.
I know, right?
Delicious.
Absolutely.
I'm here
Well,
for the
Bob
spicy
likes
soup.
it.
Listen, soups are really easy for me because it's just like water and you throw shit in. And it's soup.
And lots of spices.
Oh yeah. That's what the
By
shit
talking
is.
about busing safe.
What about bossing say?
Why wasn't I talking about it?
We're not going there. We're going to Amashi.
Yeah.
But you said some very, listen, Kim, you were just going on about how beautiful of a city it was and it's your favorite and that you love everyone there and you think my mom is really cool, which, Kim, I don't want to know how you know my mom.
I am confident. I am confident I've never met that.
I don't know.
And then he trails off because he is not actually confident of that.
My mom, she's rare. She gets around. So you were.
God, I don't need to hear this. Lofong, how is your head?
The last time I was in Bossing Say, I was far too young. Don't say that about your. It's awful.
I am conscious.
One way to put it.
It is better than before.
And I feel like I'm not going to puke, so we're good.
Yeah.
And that sounds like it's probably a pretty good time for y'all to start seriously discussing when you would like to leave for Amashu and what you wanted, how you're going in. Do you have a plan? Are you just gonna run in and start Paul revering that shit, just fly over the city screaming, the firebenders are coming and they did a genocide? Like, how are you gonna do this?
Yeah. I mean, Juan, you said you knew someone, right? That could help us out.
No one influential, but she knows a lot of the riffraff.
We don't need the riffraff. We need to get in to see the queen.
You know,
I know.
You know, Faye?
Who?
Faye. I don't know how he's doing, but about 10 years back, he kept track of goods moving through the city.
No, I don't. My friend Min might.
Yeah.
I only lived
Hey.
in Mashu for a little bit,
Faye had a good head on his shoulders. They probably know each other. But,
probably. But honestly, do we always need to tell the leaders? As long as people know. Maybe yes, in terms of like commerce.
if
All right.
we
Time out a second. If you just tell the people that it's just a rumor, right? And listen, I'm not saying that the people on their own can't mobilize, but in the most part is that you're just going to end up causing a panic. Like, without any sort of structural, what's the word? Guidance.
Okay.
Like, and not only that is who is going to believe us and what evidence do we have? Evidence for the people can be a different thing. Evidence for the higher ups can also be a different thing.
Right now we have no evidence.
Yeah. There's that.
Oh no, wait, you moved.
I gave the scrolls back to Hani.
Yeah.
Honestly, Ahani and the rest of the children deserve them.
No, it's the kind of thing that it only goes so far anyway.
Yeah. Because someone can just say, "Oh, you stole those off a trader."
Out of characterly, how far is Amashi from a temple, an air temple?
So let me pull my map.
I think the closest would be the eastern, right?
No, it is closer to the western.
Okay.
But not by much. The Western Air Temple is located at 28.
I was looking at the map this morning. It's kind of like smack dab in the middle of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is smack dab in the middle of it. Oh, it's closest to the Southern Air Temple.
Oh, okay.
Because screen on screen time.
Yeah.
So Omashu is right there.
Yeah.
Southern Air Temples are in this mountain range.
All right, I see it.
There is a possibility that in the same sense that you were able to get some stuff from the Northern Temple was smuggled in, there could be some possibilities and some evidence we could look for south of the city or with good smuggling in, which is something that
Faye had nothing.
Kim should be able to get us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's moving, Faye knows it.
I think between the two of our contacts, we can get something on the underground.
Yeah. If we get something in the underground, then we can present it to people that can actually do something.
Other question. What if there's more airbenders? I'm sure some of them got away, even if only because they happened to be going somewhere else at the time.
Honestly, if I was an airbender right now, I would be as scarce as possible.
Yeah. It's survival right now. It's survival mode. They're not going to trust anyone except people they know for sure they can trust. Not some 4 random people that they come across on their travels.
They might have more reason to trust us than others. I do have an air bison.
It's true.
Yeah. But still, us finding one, at minimum one, is still going to be very hard. And honestly, I don't want to draw the attention to them.
No.
Yeah.
But if they approach us because of the bison, we should guide them to safety.
Safety. We can't send them all back here.
Can't. I mean, a handful of kids is one thing, but this is not. The ecosystem can only handle such a population, and airbenders are, especially older ones. Oh look, husband, are you leaving me now? Yes. I love you.
Also, not to mention, the more trips made back here, the more likely it's going to be found.
Again, I don't want anyone outside of the four of us to know this place doesn't exist.
I plan on forgetting that it exists as soon as we leave.
Thanks. And we totally didn't save or meet any airbender children on the way here.
Of course. But we
I ain't
could
no
try to.
snitch.
But we could try to find places that may be more sympathetic to them than others.
I think we might have to make places.
There could be refugees, that is true. I guess the question is that I really want to ask all of you is, do we, the four of us, do we think that we are best suited together?
Want the honest answer or the sugar-coated one?
The honest answer.
Honestly, I was probably going to ditch you when we got to Amashu. No offense, you've been lovely, but I got my own life to do and live.
I mean, that's fair. This isn't necessarily a responsibility for the, just four guys, four dudes taking on. And what you do afterwards, that's on you. But
Not that I won't help where I can, but
yeah,
I don't have any delusions of grandeur thinking that we can actually make a difference with the four of us.
I promised my uncle I would, so I'm gonna do it. I can't. You didn't make any promises, so I'm not gonna demand
Honestly,
anything of any of you.
I wish you the best. I'm gonna keep poking the Fire Nation's hide when I can, like I've been doing.
I plan to fight.
the whole Fire Nation.
Good luck.
If I have to. I can't let them do this.
Like,
I've seen what this kind of thing can do, and I will not stand for it.
Kayam's just gonna lean back and like fold their arms across their chest and be like, well, I'll go to Mashi with all of you. And then from there, I think I'll think what it is. And out of character, I'm going to call break right now. Because I need to go and it's so close to break.
Sounds like a plan.
That
So we will
works.
be back in about 10 minutes, y'all.
Yeah. Sounds good. See y'all.
Hey babes, we're back after
Hi.
after a break. I have eggnog.
Jealous?
Mm-hmm. You can now officially put up the Christmas lights and the Yule tree without any grief from me, because my rule is that it can't happen until after Thanksgiving. So
What
it
about
is now
Christmas music?
officially. Yep, it is now officially the Yuletide season, and so we can start. We can start like before you couldn't start.
Ah.
All right, I'm here.
Let's go.
Let's play some Avatar. What's up? We're gonna.
So
Yeah.
we were with our characters, and everyone has decided that we're going to Amashu. Everyone has agreed that Amashu is a good idea. Wong is probably gonna bounce on everybody pretty shortly.
I said I was.
Gonna be like, yo, here's my friend, and bye, bitches. Glad I didn't know you. So that's heartbreaking, but I'm sure everyone will get over it. It's fine, not a problem. So is there anything you guys would like to do before you leave the Foggy Swamp?
I'm sorry, I just realized that Garchomps can fucking fly.
What?
Yeah. They can. I think they can break the sound barrier. Actually, low
Sorry,
altitude.
I just had
Yeah.
I just looked at Twitter. And there's some Pokemons happening. Sorry, Pokemon's been on the brain today. Continue. So what was the question, Arnica?
I don't know. I'm thinking about Garchomp flying then. Anyway, no, the question was the question was, is there anything you guys want to do before you leave this Foggy Swamp, or do you just want to head right for Amashu?
I'm just gonna collect some plant life. I'm gonna get a whole mess of seaweed or swamp weed, and some apricots, and anything else that is like some melons and shit like that. Just yeah, just make sure the daikons are probably still perfectly fine. Radishes left forever. Like, as long as they're in a cool damp spot, radishes are fine. Just like me. So
Need to make sure I get my proper clothes back. Cannot leave
I'm
dressed
sorry.
like this.
Excuse me. My
I have
auntie
an
made
image.
those clothes.
You're
they are-
covered. You'll be fine.
And they are fine, and I cannot stain.
Do you not like is it because of how they look or how they feel? I thought you said that the Fire Nation taught you manners.
Would you have me abandon the clothes my uncle gifted to me? No, you would not. Thank you.
Yeah, that's where this is. You cannot abandon the clothes. It's still not insult the clothes of my people by calling them improper.
I can't expose this much skin in public. I'm not comfortable like this.
So you don't like being naked?
Go get your damn clothes.
Correct.
I love being naked.
All right, so
Yeah.
Kayam is gathering a couple supplies. Kim Ji-woon is getting unnaked. Wolfong, is there anything you want to do before you leave?
Wong.
No, I don't think so.
That's fair. Wong is about to do a second goodbye to the Air Nation kids, but ultimately decides not to just because yesterday was emotional enough with them. They're in
Okay.
good hands.
They are. Excuse me. That was good. Now I have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go. So, you guys get everything together. You head up, Kayam, goodbye to all the aunties, everybody.
It's a very it's just like a row
It's a
of
Midwestern-
people. Like,
Is
and
it a
everyone
Midwestern
has, like,
goodbye?
their turn, like it's a line. Like,
No. Is it a Midwestern goodbye?
No, it's not a Midwestern goodbye. It doesn't take like 7 hours.
Okay,
Because everyone's
okay.
pretending like they're gonna leave and then only moving like 3 inches. but it is
Okay.
the
It's
family
just a lot of
reunion
people.
goodbye
Yeah.
where you got to make
Okay.
your way through like 50 people. Like there's a whole line. You got to hug and a kiss and a hug and a kiss and a hug and a kiss, and you're making your way steadily, but you got to.
Downtown.
It's a minute.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I
You
got
guys
started
make-
early. Like, sure, everyone had like a like. I imagine that it's like part of the goodbye and the supply is all like mixed into one because everybody is giving me like their favorite piece of vegetable matter. Like as a result, like so I'm gonna do a shop and he's like, "Here, Kayam, here's a radish. Here's a potato." Like,
Everybody knows that you need a whole bunch of vegetables and shit before you go, so
Yeah.
everybody just
Oh,
has
yeah.
something for you.
mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's a cabbage.
So all of you gather around Kayam. Kayam bends you back through the swamp towards where the air bisons are. And when you get there, you see that JB is waiting with Hani. They went ahead of you. It was just two of them, so they were a little faster. And they're waiting there with all of the air bison. Hani is feeding and grooming everybody, but he gives you guys half a smile and he goes, "So, thank you again for getting us here. But you might need this." And he reaches into his robes. He's wearing like half his stuff. He's got on his airbender garb. He's safe to wear it here, but he doesn't have on all of his because it's freaking hot. He's got on his pants and he's got on his cape. It's good enough for him. So he reaches in the pocket underneath his sash and he pulls out a small, like a wallet, but not like a modern wallet, an old-fashioned wallet, which tends to be like this fucking big. It folds over multiple times. He pulls it out, and in it you see there is a letter. He has written out a survivor's account of what has happened at the Eastern Air Temple. And at the bottom, he has signed it, Ahani, last air monk of the Eastern Air Temple. So you guys he's like, I don't know how much good it will do, but if this will help you as you're trying to let people know what happened, if this is all I can do, I hope it helps a little. He gives you guys that, and he wishes you guys well. He pets down the old man at the mountain, and that's it. He has given you guys just one last thing, just in case you need it. He lets T-Bone say goodbye, hug his kid. And then you guys, everybody has to mount up on the old man of the mountain. There's only 4 of you, and he's a big dude, so you all fit. It's not an uncomfortable ride. And you head off for Omashu. It's the flight of a couple days, not like really literally only a couple days. It's really only like 2 days. You only have to stop once. It's very easy. There's no one interferes with you. No one bothers you. And so when you get to Omashu, you come up, you stop short outside the gates of town. You don't fly him directly in. You probably could, but you don't know what the situation is. But there is a farm that obviously just from the size of the barn is used to stabling air nomads bisons. So you land there, and the woman who greets you is, she's a non-bender. She's very friendly, slightly older than middle age. And she's like, "Oh, it's so nice to see. So you don't look like air." Well, that's rude of me. I suppose airbenders can look like anything if you're not monks. She's just a little chatterbox. And she goes, "I haven't seen anybody in about 2 weeks now. Business has been so slow." And just blah, blah, blah. But in her constant flow of speech, you do pick up that no, really, there has not been any air bison traffic in or out of Omashu. She has seen maybe one or two fly overhead in the last week or so. You know that maybe they had someone on them, maybe they did. She obviously assumes they had riders, but you know that that's not necessarily true. But either way, there's been very little air traffic.
So 2 weeks, eh? Since someone left or since someone came?
And she looks at you funny. She's like, since someone came, actually. So, a couple people left, but no one's come back.
Okay, so how long ago did airbenders leave on an air bison?
She kind of purses her lips and she kind of jiggles in place. She's thinking about it. She's like, maybe 5 or 6 days the last one left. They were in an awful hurry.
Do you know where they were going?
No, I don't think so, but they had a lot of goods. Like a lot.
Adults?
3 of them.
I just exchange looks with my companions and just, give a knowing nod. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So, as you guys head out the barn, you come onto a fairly busy road. So the road to Omashu spans over a fairly decent sized bridge. Like it looks like in the cartoon, like it would have been about as wide as like a 4-lane highway. It's big enough that cart traffic can move in both directions. It's over a large chasm. There's plenty of space so that no one's crowded near the sides. Oh my gosh, we're going to fall. And people are being checked in and out by the guards. They don't want to know much, just who you are, what your business is, and they're not too worried about business. Most people are just like, we're here for the market. We're here for shopping. We're here for, postal, blah, 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 what the fuck ever. They're here to be here in the city because they're yokels and they want to be in the city. The guard takes all of those, doesn't care. And now it's y'all's turn. Please approach the guard. And are you going to actually tell him your real names? Are you going to give him fake names? Are you going to what kind of information are you going to give the guard who asks, who are you and what do you want in Omashu today?
I'm hanging out near the back.
Lo Fong kind of steps forward and, like he's done this a lot, says, my name is Ming. These are my friends. We're traveling and I'm staying with some relatives here.
Okay. So let's roll for that one. Let's roll based on your skills and training.
Okay.
Like, there's like a moment where I look at Kim and I'm like, worried is like, is that gonna work?
Skills and training is focus, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Look at you.
Awesome. So the guard never hesitates. He kind of looks over all of you, marks down 4, he writes Ming next to it, and he goes, have a wonderful time in Omashu. We're glad you came to visit. Just let you guys right in. For those of you who have never been to Omashu, the city is beautiful. It is one of the jewels of the Earth Kingdom, and is very much, while it is nowhere near size of Ba Sing Se, honestly, Omashu can fit inside the smallest string of Ba Sing Se.
Yeah.
But she's a technological marvel.
Yep.
She's quite frankly one of the most advanced cities in the world. She's up there. She brings in the best minds from the Fire Nation, from the Air Nation. People travel to work in Omashu. Their mail system is cutting edge, but not just their mail. There's quite a few things that they have really kind of specialized in, such as accessibility. It's very easy to move around Omashu. They've made sure that everything is wide because it's primarily, but not completely, a city of earthbenders. There's always there are people hired to just stand at the top of stairs and turn them into ramps, back and forth, back and forth. That's what they do all day. Because there's a lot of stairs. Amashu is a tiered city. It's awesome. So as you guys make your way through, you see that there are several districts on every level. Wong, you may be the most familiar person with Omashu because you have been here the most recently. Where are you going to take everyone? What would you like to do?
While we're walking in, I'll just kind of like turn around and like walk backwards while addressing everyone else. What's the plan? I know we talked about a couple of us knowing some folks. I plan on regardless, I plan on going to visit Min. Period. While I'm here, we gonna try this ridiculous plan of seeing the queen? I say that last part lowered.
Well, the two people that are really here and gung ho about making some differences are Kim and Lo Fong. So, is that y'all plan? Y'all want to go talk to the queen somehow?
It's people moving. Then I suppose that means I need to get in front of the queen. But getting in front of the queen, that probably means grease and palms. Because I may be Kim Ji-woon, but I doubt that means much to her.
What was the name of your friend here again? I can bring it up
Faye.
to Min.
Faye. Yeah.
For Mary,
is
that F-E-Y?
F-E-I.
F-E-I, okay. I'll see if my friend knows your friend. If you want to try, maybe Kayam and I go talk to some folks down here. You and Lo Fong go talk to some folks up there.
Ooh, you want to spend time with me? That's so cool.
Listen, if you want to go with Kim Ji-woon and Lo Fong, you're more than welcome to.
Well, to be fair, I have been on a side quest with Kim already, and I've been on a side quest with Lo Fong already. So I think you and I are definitely due for some side questing.
Is that what
A
you're
side
calling
quest.
it? A side quest? Really?
Y'all really need to get into theater. I don't get some culture in.
Do I look like the type of person who acts or does any arts?
Sure.
Oh God.
You can do you want to?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You don't have to look like you do something. There's no looking the part. You just make shit happen. You just do stuff.
Maybe in another life.
You're still young. You could be this life too.
All right. So I guess you're coming on a side quest with me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you two would get along, so.
Oh yeah, you can hook us up?
If whatever you want to do with Min and whatever Min wants to do with you is none of my business.
Long, I think we should go.
Okay, so let's go ahead and split the party and figure out
Love it.
where you guys are going first. Let's go ahead and start by following Wong and Kaya.
Sure.
So Wong, why don't you tell us a little bit about the part of town you're going to and where you know you can find your friend Min.
Right. So my friend Min is a little scrappy gal like me. And she usually hangs out in the not best parts of town or in the markets where she can pick some pockets or two from some travelers, tourists. And since it sounds like it's midday, I'm going to head to the markets first because that she's probably doing some of her own walk arounds to pick some pockets.
Oh, should we make me look like I'm like an unbeknownst tourist, and then we can prank her into stealing stuff? But then it's like, surprise! It's your people.
You kind of already look like a tourist here.
Exactly. I'm already started.
Sure. No guarantee though. I'm just gonna be looking around.
I'm gonna go jingle my purse at some market people and see what kind of spaces does she normally.
Honestly, mostly around near food.
I'm gonna go.
That's where a lot of people end up going anyway, especially around the lunch rush.
You know what? I was feeling spicy nudes anyway. I'm gonna get you some too. Let's go.
I'm not complaining. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'll get you some nudes. It's all right.
And I would prefer not rations, and after a couple days at your place. I could go for something.
I'm sorry?
I can only have so much fungus and mushrooms and stuff that is wet all the time, okay?
You know that stuff that tasted like chicken?
I know it wasn't that.
Yeah, it was you remember those ribbons?
Was it a catfish?
No, you know those ribbons that were making songs and screaming in the morning?
Yeah, I believe it. I can just go for like a good roast, meat on a stick.
Meat on a stick or nudes?
Both.
Spice nudes with meat in it. Got it.
Talk about food a lot on this show.
Oh man, food makes the world go round.
It's true. They also make great innuendos. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go kind of like at a food stall, and I'm definitely just not going to be subtle. I'm gonna like go to the almost better looking, like not the best stall, but one of the better stalls, and make sure that I am buying like the more expensive food, like noodle bowl and like the better cut of meat on a stick, just to attract attention of Wong's friend. Yeah.
And I'm just keeping an eye out either with for her or like people I know she's hung out with or people she knows.
And I'm gonna know when someone approaches because I hear their fucking body. Like,
there's a lot of bodies though,
it's
to
true,
be fair.
But it's like fingerprints. Everyone sounds different. And people sound different when they're trying to steal from you.
I don't know. Let's see about that. I'm gonna have you roll trick to see if you can bait Wong's friend into coming closer. Oh yes.
Let's go.
When you trick an NPC, roll with creativity.
Okay, let's get those 2 dices.
This is the first trick roll.
This is the first trick roll. I'm excited. Creativity, I got a +1 to creativity, so that'll make it a 7. Got a 4, a 2, and a +1.
And the question is, if Kayam does bait her, do I see her?
So here's the thing: when you when on a hit, the person falls for it, and they do what you want for a moment. On a 7 to 9, pick one of the following: they stumble, taking +1 forward when you act against them. They act foolishly, and the GM tells you what additional opportunity they give you, or they overcommit and they are deceived for some time.
Let's go with they act foolishly.
All right. So here's what happens. You are at the equivalent of a hipster pop-up food cart. It is entirely too expensive. It is really only a place. It's not just a tourist trap. It's a place where only tourists with too much money go. You scoped out the perfect spot. And as you are sitting there, oh, so casually not watching your money, and oops, you put it here on the edge of the stand so that you could put condiments on your meat on a stick, and blah, blah, blah. And a small, like, they're not tiny, they're not small enough that you would mistake them for a child, but they are small enough that you might think that they're younger than they are.
Mm-hmm.
This person with their cloak kind of pulled up over their head brushes up against your back as they try to squeeze like an excuse me please, but you feel they overcommit to it.
Yeah.
They do not realize that you are wearing real tight clothing. The style is not tight clothing here.
Yeah.
So
I
they
think,
accidentally
like, as they
brush you.
and as they reach, and I know that they're committing, can a radish just slowly like float up in front of their face with like a little angry face on it? like
Okay,
angry
so
eyebrows drawn on.
And I'd like to like also sneak up like right next to her too while this is going on.
You feel right as her fingertips dip into the edge of your pocket and slowly, she doesn't realize that there's nothing in that purse but some vegetables. She puts her fingers in, and as she does, a radish, an angry radish, a villainous radish, just Count Dyken. I don't know how to say now. Dyken. Floats up. Floats up out of the bag, scowling at her and twists in the air like,
Nope.
And as she turns around, she slide away and disappear into the crowd. There is Wong, just inches, like nose to nose from her.
Like I don't even like allow it to get that even get to that point. I just kind of like throw like one arm over her shoulders and be like, sorry for the deception, short stack.
You take an elbow to the gut.
I should have known this was coming.
That's what you get for calling me short stack.
Yeah, you love me anyway.
And she looks at the Kyle and she's like,
I'm just like leaning back and like the radish is bobbing next to me. Its face has somehow changed and is the same shit eating grin as I do as I'm eating just some nudes, and then I hand over like 2 things of sticks of meat to Wong and his friend.
And she hands it right to you, Wong, and she goes, your sugar daddy has terrible taste. The food, that is rat.
I've seen what he's eaten in other places. Nothing.
Ah, man. I love chicken rat. And I don't like.
Also, not my sugar daddy. I can pay myself, thank you.
I mean, I could be.
I don't want you to be.
Okay.
And she looks at you and she's like, well, hey.
Just shrug. I keep trying.
Hey, wonder if you got time to catch up with some friends, with myself and Kaim and 2 other folks. I want to catch up on some the going-ons in Omashu, and also I missed you.
Aww.
She looks at you. She's like,
I will treat you to food. I got a fat stack in a couple towns over.
All right. Okay.
And not this tourist trap shit either. I know where the good stuff is.
And she looks at you at the corner of her eye and she goes, are we going to Mama G's?
Yeah.
Yo.
Okay.
G's?
Now, Mama G's looks like it should have been shut down about 15 years ago.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
excited.
Those are the best kind of places.
It's you have to go down a flight of stairs. It's in the basement of a building. The waitress, there's only one waitress for the entire thing. There's technically two. There's a day waitress and a night waitress, but there's only ever one lady on shift. She does not have time for your bullshit. The menu is whatever is written on the board today. And no, there are no substitutions, there are no changes, there are no nothing, but it's gonna be good. It's like the best freaking food. Mama G's dumpling. I'm just saying.
Also, a lot of yelling back and forth, but that's normal.
Right? They holler. No one ever runs an order in. She just stands at the table and hollers through the window. It's great. Mama G's half deaf, so she has to call you ordered 3 times. It's so good. So.
I see why you wanted to take me and not Kim Ji-woon in this part of town.
Kim Ji-woon. Kim Ji-woon. Yeah.
That's his name. That's what he. I'm just saying. I appreciate everything that's going on right now. I don't think he would.
But anyway, yes, we'll go to Mama G's. We can catch up. We can go from there.
All right. So she agrees. You guys head towards Mama G's. Now, do you want to speak with her privately and then go find the other two? Or are you going to try to round up your other 2 cohorts before you talk with your friend?
I think we were kind of splitting the work, right, Kayam? That's the impression I got.
Hey, if you need a break from those guys, I understand.
We were going to reconvene anyway.
I know where we're at. I could go get them, and if you want to just... But not that I don't enjoy you and Faye's company. I think it is lovely. Y'all are quite lovely. But you know, it's...
Well, maybe try and find them. See where they're at in terms of, like, if they're even going to get an audience.
I mean, and if he is Kim Ji-woon, but you're not gonna skedaddle on us, are you? Like, if I come here, you'll be here.
I'll be here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Doesn't he
look at that cat?
That cat is like, yo.
Fucking the little cat. Dolores / Wyatt. Because sometimes she's very sweet, but when she's bad, she's so bad.
Okay, so just straight up, y'all, just to kind of tell y'all what's going on, was that Nick sent me 30 minutes ago a text that goes, I found a kidney.
What?
And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And he goes, for the pie. Because I didn't...
Okay, that makes so much more sense.
To me, it does.
Context, Nick, context.
But I didn't think we could have I thought we found them yesterday.
Okay, Nick. Thanks.
I was like, all right, great, perfect.
Cool.
So just to give y'all some context. But yeah, no, I will I'm gonna go find our boys. And I'm gonna pass and be like, look at Faye and be like, doesn't he have...
This is Min.
Oh, Min. Sorry.
This is Min. Faye is Kim Ji-woon's
That's
friend.
Right, sorry. I'm gonna kind of pause and look at Min and then look over at Wong and be like, doesn't he have gorgeous eyes?
We're not doing this again. Go. Wait for
her response, damn it.
I'm just gonna I'm looking at her like, are you gonna dignify this with a response?
And she looks between the two of you and she smiles at Kayam and she goes, I honestly always thought he kind of looked like a dopey little puppy. Aww. Oh, she said you got dopey puppy eyes.
Aww.
Really?
You know what? I do like puppies. And then I'm gonna leave.
Just look at her like, you traitor.
La 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 la.
I'm treating you to food, and this is how you repay me.
She said, I saved your life by teaching you how to get through shit. You disappeared for like 18 months without
I told you
Without
I
even a
was
letter. You
leaving.
didn't even send me a letter. You didn't even send me a letter. Yes, this how I'm gonna treat you. You're lucky I don't treat you worse. You hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Should be.
Order round 1 of food because we're obviously gonna order more than 1 round.
Right. And so she's like, so it's just me and you. So between us, Kale, how are you doing?
Doing okay. I'm alive. No, it's been a shit show, to be honest. Has any news come in this direction of the air nomads and the temples?
You see her frown. She goes, no news, but no air nomads. Nobody's been here for a week. The last of the couriers, the last of the actors, everybody left over a few days and nobody's come back. There's got to be, is there something going on at the temples? Is there something happening with the avatar? I bet there's something happening with the avatar.
Like, I gave a quick glance to, you know, mostly deaf Mama G in the back, and then, you know, the server who is obviously just doing their own shit.
She is not paying attention to you.
Absolutely. Yeah. The reason I ask is because the Fire Nation massacred the Eastern and Northern Temple, definitely. And I don't say this, oh, ha ha, they think they can do it. They went up there on the day of the comet and annihilated people.
Min just kind of stopped. She had an excited smile on her face. She thought she thought you guys were gonna ready to do some hot gossip about the avatar. It's like everyone's favorite thing to laugh and talk about. What do you think the avatar is doing?
And she should know by now, like, I don't gossip.
It was supposed to be something exciting or fun or interesting. It was not supposed to be this.
Like, I'm sorry for just dropping this on you, but it's kind of important.
She was, yeah, you think? So, I mean, what? Like all the couriers who left with packages and money and everything, they're flying back to the depots at the air temples, and there's what? No one there? Or do you think there are people there waiting for them?
I don't think so. I think they got in and went out. At least that's how it was in the Eastern Temple. Can't speak for the other 3.
I mean, how do you know that?
We were there in the town near the Eastern Air Temple. We got some, I just lower my voice a bit. We got some survivors out.
Her face really draws down like it is a distinct and serious frown, and she's kind of staring at her nails. She bites her nails and they're raggedy, and she looks at where they are kind of drumming on the table. She doesn't know what to say. She just she goes, I
know you like getting up in everyone's business, so I don't know if you heard anything. Someone part of the group says that they know someone in the, I don't know, smuggling, someone by the name of Faye. I don't know if you know her.
Her eyes light up and she laughs. She's like, Faye's a dude. Faye's an old. She's like, Faye's an old man.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
We didn't talk long, so I didn't know. I apologize.
Old, but no older than us. But she's like, no, I know Faye. He's a good dude.
He didn't know if he could help. The other 2 are trying to, I'm still laughing at this. I don't know how if they're going to succeed at this, but they want to try and talk to the queen.
She goes, I mean, not bossing say it's not impossible. I mean, we have an actual queen who does real leader things as opposed to just sitting around sniffing his own earthly gem coated farts. So I mean, this isn't just wanting to show her off some new garbage technology that won't work. This is important. You might be able to see her.
It's like if they come with like a legitimate complaint or something, they might be able to see her. Well, not complaint, but important information.
She nods. She understood what she said. And she goes, I don't know, but I bet we can figure it out. Let's wait for your friends to get back.
And we're just gonna gorge on dumplings. I miss Mama G's.
All right. So let's leave our friends eating delicious dumplings, even though they have peanuts in them. Oh, you spicy hot lava rocks of pain. Oh, nothing holds just such a good, unpleasant surprise, a too hot peanut in a dumpling. So delicious. So pain. So while we leave Wong trying to avoid those molten hot peanuts, let's check in with Kim Ji-woon and Lo Fong. Guys, Kim Ji-woon, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you know about this part of town and where you're headed? No, you're muted.
You are muted, sir.
Okay, there we go. That's right. The microphone has to be lit up. That's when it's on. Last time I was here, I was deeply unimportant. I was to be seen and not heard, and even then not always seen. And the adults were here to take care of business. If I knew what I was doing, perhaps I might get a rich old major to comment positively on my manners. But we are headed towards money, because when you want to see the queen, you do not try to walk into the palace. You are not a minister. And if people happen to recognize you on sight, that is perhaps a problem, because there's one thing a criminal understands: it is posturing. And sometimes a great way to posture is to gatekeep some some Kim Ji-woon looking motherfucker for daring to think they can just walk in and see the queen. So you've got to take a couple steps down. And it's been a while. It's been about 10 years. But I know around this part of town, there should be the captain of the guard, the family of the captain of the guard, a prestigious position, the kind of position that tends to get passed around family members, stays comfortable, stays cushy, the kind of position that gives families privileges they like to spend on all sorts of activities they might not want high society knowing about. The kinds of privileges that get them to recognize the face of Kim Ji-woon.
All right. So as you are wandering through this part of town, the kind of slow, not really my hands are in my pocket, but the kind of slow wander that lets people know you are waiting for someone to see your face and recognize you, or at least have a general idea of who you are. It's like I don't know. You're doing a slow turnaround. So while you do that, it's just you and Lo Fong. Gotta kill some time. Are you guys just walking awkwardly and silently? Are you talking? What's going on?
Oh, why did you get mugged? You don't seem like the type to have one got over on you like that.
I was caught by surprise. There were some old memories that were troubling me, and I lost track of my surroundings. But I am thankful that you found me.
You remind me of my grandpa sometimes.
Really? In what way?
You're old.
Your hairline.
Old.
And sometimes both of you get this look when you're talking about memories. Stories you don't like telling. Stories you're not that proud of.
You could say that. You could say that. So who is your friend we are looking for?
Who we're looking for right now? Don't think I know them. I doubt I know their name. Probably, unless politics has shifted a whole bunch, they might be Zhang. Family name Zhang. Give a name. I couldn't say. 10 years. Point is, they're the kinds of people with the kinds of money and the kinds of proclivities that gets them in our back pocket. And if we're gonna get in front of the queen, we're gonna need somebody to open the doors for us. Otherwise, I am Kim Ji-woon, and this is the Earth Kingdom. Some doors would rather slam in my face.
Well, if we can't make contact with your people, I may have a second avenue we can try. There was a family here in Omashu where they told me to stay with them when I was here for work. I believe that they were told that I was the spoiled son of a traveling diplomat who needed to be entertained because I had influence over my father. I'm not sure what the exact cover story was, but they bought it and they never questioned why I was here. I don't know if they've been told anything since then, but if they were never made aware of my real identity, I may be able to reach out to them.
I'll add a plan then. Give this a couple of more minutes. As
Yes, I believe we should try your plan first. Mine has more risk.
Okay. So, Kim Ji-woon, why don't you go ahead and roll a push your luck and let's see if your friend shows up.
Okay. Push, passion, go. A mixed success.
All right. So, as the two of you are walking and talking, there is you hear footfall behind you. They approach fairly close. You think that maybe they're about to, go around you, something a little rude ass. But instead, an overly casual arm kind of drapes itself across your shoulder. And when you look to the right, you see, oh, you recognize that face. Can't stand that fucking smug little face. This is, you were really hoping for the father. You were hoping that the father still had this important guard position that you needed to access. But no, Kim Ji-woon. The father, actually, unfortunately, is no longer in that position. You are looking at the son. He is technically a peer of yours in that you guys are within a year or two of age. But he's like 18 months older than you. And he was just a little bit bigger than you. And he was just, you know what? He's a pain in the fucking ass. He's smug and he thinks he's funny, but he's not. And he thinks that his rip-off bargain cologne smells good and it don't. And he thinks that his hair looks cool. It doesn't. He looks like a fucking dork. But you can't convince him of none of this. Ugh. He's a pain in the ass. There he is grinning at you. Hey.
Zheng Chao, how long has it been?
Kim Ji-woon, not long enough, buddy. Really, not long enough. What can I do for you?
Well, as you perhaps have heard, you've always been confident. Sure, you've heard that there have been things happening out east, things happening down south, things happening up north. Kinds of things that the queen of this city deserves to know about. The kinds of things that I, Kim Ji-woon, am well informed of. And I was wondering just who might be able to help me get that information to her, and here you are.
So, here's the thing about Zheng Xiao. So, the bad news is this is not a particularly smart dude. He thinks he's significantly smarter than he is, which is part of his problem. The good news is he's a very greedy dude. So, why don't I'm going to have you roll again to see how we're going to deal with this. Now, I'm going to have you roll. Well, it's not technically a plead. It's kind of a plead. So I'm going to have you roll plead. I'm going to have you roll with harmony to see how he reacts.
That's a 3. You know what? I'm just going to sit on
Okay.
it.
So this not too smart man kind of looks at you as you're talking about things that might have happened north, south, east, and west. And he goes, and he immediately thinks of the Earth Kingdom. It never occurs to him to think outside his own borders. The only thing south of him is Kyoshi Island. The only thing, there's nothing worth anything on the western side of the mountains as far as he's concerned. It's a couple small little villages. Ain't got shit to do with them. North is Boston Say. Fuck Boston Say. They're so much better than Boston Say. Nothing but dirt and deserts to the east. Omashu is in the perfect center of the perfect part of a perfect place. Nothing is better than Omashu. And he just kind of rolls his eyes. He has no idea what you're talking about. He's not interested. He doesn't care. He goes, there is nothing in those raggedy little islands, in that godforsaken, in that spirit-forsaken desert, or in that uppity earth, or in that uppity capital of Boston Say that the Earth Queen doesn't already know about.
Out, my friend, do you think I would come all the way from the Fire Nation to tell your most exalted queen information of her domain, things she already think, as you have said yourself, things she already knows. Zhang Xiao, do you think I would waste your time?
And he's kind of
Just in my brain. More importantly, you think Kim Ji Woon would waste his time?
precious time of
Do you
Kim
think
Ji-woo.
me, Kim Ji Woon, would?
Um, and he looks at you, and he looks at you. It's I'm certain that he thinks that this is a very clever and subtle look. It's not. He might as well have lights on his forehead that says, "But you haven't offered me a bribe yet." Like, if bribery has a face, he put on his bribery face as he looks at you with his smarmy, smarmy smile and goes, I just for the life of me don't know what you came to tell her, Kim Ji Woon. Why don't we go sit down like men and catch up and I'll bring your servant with you and you can tell me over lunch, your treat, you know, what I can do to help you see Her Majesty.
Or Zhang Xiao,
Well,
it's been a long time. I'll trust you to recommend the finest dining in the most exclusive of seating so that we can have a proper discussion. And then in the meantime, he just kind of quietly like apologizes in his head to fake. It's like, oh, I'm about to walk in with bills.
while they're talking, I would like to use Lo Fong's "I'm a people person" ability.
Okay, why don't you
when
tell
you-
us a little bit about how that works?
When you watch someone interact with another person, roll with focus. On a 7 to 9, ask 1. On a 10 plus, ask 2. Take +1 ongoing to act on the answers.
All right.
So I will roll with focus here.
No, let go of me.
And that's a 12.
Woo woo! Look at you.
All right. So I get to ask 2. On the first one, I would like to ask, how are you vulnerable to me?
Okay. So Xiao Xiao is Xiao Xiao. I don't remember already.
Zhang Xiao.
Jing Xiao. Thank you. To be fair, I ate all that ham. So Jing Xiao is a ridiculously proud man because he has already written you off as a servant. He, one, does not think you're very smart. Two, does not think you're listening to anything he says because a servant has more manners than to eavesdrop. And at no point is he, despite how physically imposing you are to anyone who bothers to look closely, he does not look closely. He does not notice your aura of danger or the fact that you could very easily just fold him like a fucking shirt at the Gap at Christmas.
All right. Let's see. I will say my second question will be, how can I get you to mark the condition afraid?
Okay. I think that the thing about this dude is to get him afraid does not take much. He is the kind of coward who has never actually had to fight for himself. It has always been the threat of his name, his station, and what other people can do for him. So he talks tough, but he is all bark. He is no bite. And all you got to do is rock him. Pop him in his face. That's all it takes. He's a coward.
Okay. Lofong will just hang on to this information, and if things start to go south, then he will act on it.
All right. So, Kim Ji-woon, you guys are led towards just, it doesn't even look good. It is literally the opposite of Mama G's. The food is terrible and small and is arranged artistically, but mostly it's just foams and smears. And you can't even order because everything is a tasting menu. And they'll bring you out. It's a pain in the ass. The whole thing is a pretentious, uppity, wasteful pain in the ass, exactly like the dude next to you as you lead him in and take a seat across from him. The waiter comes by. Lofong, you're kind of standing there behind Kim Ji-woon's chair. Neither one of you had to discuss it. It's your job. You know the drill. You know it better than Kim Ji-woon does, actually.
I have played this role many times.
You have played this before, so please stop holding my hand, little cat. Damn. No, see, you think it's cute. It's not. I'm not even a cat person.
I thought you were talking to me for a second, and I was very confused.
Sorry about that. Anyway, so you're used to this. You are playing your part perfectly. You're standing behind Kim Ji-woon, who is not suspicious that you guys did not even have to discuss this for you to like hit your marks, but it's clicking for you maybe at the first time, really, Kim Ji-woon, that like when Lofong says my job, that maybe Lofong's job and all these bodies, you're like, oh, wait a minute, who the fuck am I friends with? Is this a good thing? Surely this could work out for me, but who the fuck am I friends with?
It's like I thought this guy was like breaking legs and like maybe he had a body. Was it like bodies? Like a lot?
Like little or a lot? How many dead folks in your base? So
like on a scale of 1 to grandpa, you're like
right.
Mm.
So you're sitting there, they start bringing out ridiculous spirits and setting food in front of y'all on ridiculously shaped plate. This isn't even a plate. This is like a chunk of rock that's been polished and whatever. You know, y'all can tell how I feel about overly fancy food, can't you? Anyway.
I've got Fire Nation sensibilities. I am holding in the sneer. It is hard.
Right. Like it's refined and fancy in the Fire Nation, but it's refined and fancy in a way that it's still obviously a meal that's designed to feed a human being. Part of Omashu being so progressive and technological and forward thinking is that they do the weird shit, and sometimes that means you have the Avatar version of molecular gastronomy happening on your plate. And unfortunately, you are at Earth Nation Wiley Dufresne's restaurant. Today he has a foam encapsulated inside a bubble, and the bubble is made of the farts of fairies. And like, I don't mean that, Wiley Dufresne. I actually think you're very talented, but your foams are weird, man. Anyway, Wiley Dufresne ain't watching this. Let's not worry about that. So he's not even like, it's embarrassing to watch him eat the way he's just leaning into this. But you know what? You've got his full attention. How much information do you actually want to give this crash test dummy?
Before I make that call, I would like to attempt to size him up myself. And doing that, I mean like to use judging a rifle.
Okay,
yeah.
tell us about it.
When I size somebody up, roll with focus. On a 7 to 9, I get 1 question. On a 10 plus, I get 2. If I miss, they notice me checking them out and can instead ask me a question.
All right, let's do that.
Let's actually roll the dice proper instead of just. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
You know what? Let's go ahead and spin one of those down. Make that a 10. There we go. Okay, I got 2 questions. The very first one I will ask is, how can I show you dominance?
Ooh.
So, this is a good one because it's actually ridiculously easy. Because Kim Ji-woon, you kind of understood, you emotionally understood it, but you didn't quite mentally understand as a kid. You understood that this was someone who was such a show-off pain in the ass because they were jealous of you. At the time you were a kid, you're like, of course they're jealous of me. I'm Kim Ji-woon. It's fucking awesome being me. You're an adult now, though. You really understand that they were class jealous. They didn't give a fuck about you being Kim Ji-woon. They wanted Kim Ji-woon's life. And now they really want to be in a position where it looks like they're doing better. They want to flex on you, and they can't. If you can, without being overt, just by being yourself, subtly flex on them every chance you get, you will slowly wear them down into submission.
So then the very next question I'm going to ask is, what do you intend to do next?
All right. If he has his way, he will run up a ridiculous tab on your dime, run you in circles, not give you any real answers, and leave feeling very smug about himself. That is his plan. Now, hopefully it will not go according to plan, but his plan is to eat up your food, run up your money, and leave letting you feel stupid without having gotten you in. Okay, you know what? Get off me, you tiny thing. I can't adjust my lap.
Okay. So I'm going to lean back a little bit. Look around, and then I'm going to I'm going to watch him eat for a little bit, and then because these are extreme art pieces. The portions are not large. It is only a little bit before he is in a position where he would have to order more. And I'm going to Zhang Shao, my man. It's been 10 years. What are we doing here? I mean, come on, like, this is money for sure. And you know, if I was anybody else, you know, maybe this would be a goal. Having a nice evening out here, bring a servant or two, maybe some noble's daughter out, show them a good time, look cultured. Zhang Shao, you've got Kim Ji-woon. No, my friend, we're done here. Let's wrap up. And he'll just snap. And he'll scribble down he'll scribble down like Faye's name and some description like Send the bill there. And then like he'll nod to Lo Fong and like lean over and like find an expensive looking bar. The kind of place that's got some, call it eye candy out on the street to draw people in. And then like he'll pat Lo Fong on the shoulder, and then turn back to Zheng Xiao, give like the singular, I expect, no, I do expect you to get up and follow me, but I'm not gonna wait on you. I'm not gonna make it weird. They're already look, they're already coming here and cleaning up. Let's go. And he'll turn on his heel and leave.
So good job. You have absolutely wrong-footed Zheng Xiao. He looks like a ridiculous, embarrassed chipmunk as he shoves the last of his food into his mouth, and scrambles to his feet. He has managed to drop some food on his coat. He has a little stain on his coat now. He's trying to brush it away. You are definitely in the winning position as you throw some money down on the table and he scurries out behind you.
Lo Fong knows just the place. And he leads them through through this section of Omashu to another area with lots of bars and I guess what would pass for Earth Kingdom nightclubs and such. And there's one that there appear to be lots of beautiful women standing outside and just inside. And he turns back to Kim Ji-woon and gives him a very subtle, almost amused look and says, "Will this do, sir?" And the word "sir" is it's kind of dripping with sarcasm, which is new for Lo Fong. But he's starting to get comfortable with you guys. So the "sir" definitely is a loaded word. And
Lo Fong reminded me, was it Ming, that the name that you gave to the guard at the gate?
Yes, Ming.
Right. Okay. And Kim just he kind of just smirks back. Of course, Ming. As always, service is impeccable. Now, come on, Zhang Xiao. You are the honored guest here, and he raises his voice a little bit, and I am Kim Ji-woon. Now let me show you a proper good time, and then we can talk.
He is dazzled. Now, this is the kind of place that he has passed by and that once or twice he has been allowed into in the course of his job. He's never made it through the doors as himself. So the fact that they recognize the name Ji-woon. They hear it as you are talking. They look you up and down. Yeah, shit, that is definitely one of them Ji-woon boys. And just easy as anything. The doors, it's exactly the kind of life Zhao Qiao knew that the Ji-woons had. A door just opens, a carpet just not a carpet literally unrolls, but the carpet is unrolled. You guys are escorted in. There are beautiful women. What the hell is happening? Excuse me 1 second. I'm trying. Okay. We had a system failure with the sound system over there, and all of a sudden Family Guy was happening very loudly, and it scared the shit out of me. I hate Family Guy. It happened again. So beautiful women are approaching you guys at the bar. Yes, some of them work there, some of them don't work there. But they're giggling. It's It's everything. And he drinks. And he drinks with you. Every time you order up a round, he doesn't even bother to see if you drink it, Mr. Kim Ji-woon. Every time you put a drink in front of him, he throws it back immediately. He's not as good a drinker as he thinks he is. While you are still sipping on your first one before sliding them, all the other ones to Lo Fong, who discards them, does something with them, passes them on to other girls when he's not looking. So you're just sipping and watching and watching, and it literally only takes him like 15-20 minutes to get himself a little bit sloppy. Not sloppy enough that he's going to be like, oh no, I'm drunk, I have to go home. No, sloppy enough that he thinks he's the smartest, most clever man ever. What would you like to do now, Mr. Kim Ji-woon? With the smartest, most clever man ever?
Thanks, Shao. I have to admit, you have me at something of a disadvantage. You know this city. This is your town. I can show you a good time, but when it comes to power, to getting places that I would very much like to be, no man else but you, Zhang Xiao. So tell me, what do you need to get me into that door?
And so Zhang Xiao looks at you, and he looks around, and he looks at Lo Fong. He looks around. He kind of leans in, and he goes, okay. So here's the thing. So there's this girl, right? And all she wants is she wants this expensive fucking, it's jewelry, man. And I could buy it, but if I buy it, then like, where's my money, right? I'm trying to tell her, like, where's my me? And she's all like, you never think about me. And he goes on a small spiel about what a selfish douchebag he is and why this girl that he desperately wants to be his partner is not worth his time or his money because he's an asshole. But in the end, you understand that the gist of it is that he would like to procure something better than what she has asked for at a significantly lower price. In fact, free is his preferred price, but definitely cheap. He wants to pay Walmart glass prices for diamonds. But he's telling you that if you can bring him, he wants jewelry. If you bring him a real nice piece of jewelry to impress this girl, he will get you in to see the Earth Queen.
Zhang Xiao, you are a man of taste and refinement. I must admit, I do feel a little bad for these beautiful glittering gems. That none of them were able to catch your eye, but I am sure that despite your present difficulties, this woman you care for must be truly something special. And
like an absolute bore, he looks at you and he pantomimes that she has a prodigious rack.
And
he's like, listen, she got titties, all right? Jesus Christ.
This is just like an epitome.
I told you, man, he's an absolute musk of a man. Just terrible.
Man.
And then he can't just he disguises just the it's like in that moment, just really just the Fire Nation noble in him wants to rise up, just cut this pig down to size, but no, just smile, take a sip, look around. I am sure everybody else in the room is sharing in this emotion. And then turn back, finish the finesse. Don't you worry, Zhang Xiao. I am Kim Ji Woon. I got you. I got you.
Okay. This drunk asshole, overly familiar, leans up and he's popping you on the back. He's like, "I know you do, man. I know you do." And you know what? You are just done. If you spend one more minute in this asshole's presence, you gonna fuck up your chances because you're gonna haul off and just
Yep.
right in the jaw.
Yeah, I'm gonna just a generous tip because these poor ladies, they gotta have to put up with this, because I certainly am not.
All right. And you and Lo Fong leave the bar. As you do, you go ahead, you leave, you brush yourself off, you drop all the pretense that you were drunk. You are obviously not. And the two of you start heading back towards the center of town and the gate where you last saw Kayam and Wong, because by now you guys have worked out, you have an understanding. If you split up in the city, at some point one of you will head back towards the gate. So you know that if one of them isn't already there waiting for you, they're heading there.
Yeah.
What up? I'm there.
Haha.
It looks like I've been there for a while, because at this point I have pulled out produce and is entertaining the locals with the show. Because I gotta make some money while I'm here.
All right, you are entertaining the locals. You have a small crowd. They are exceedingly happy. There is a small family right outside of town. They've really started importing a brand new cash crop of cabbages. It is really their first big harvest they were in, but they've got this adorable little child who came running towards you with, like, it's not a fresh, giant, beautiful head. It's kind of meager. You can definitely tell that they are new to growing cabbages, but they tried real hard. And the child has offered it to you, and the cabbage is the star of the show.
Oh man, so this cabbage, just straight up, this cabbage is like, as it's appeared, it's like, the lost heir to the throne of broccoli. Broccoli, like, I'm trying to think of an amashu pun, but I can't. That's also vegetables. It's like, he never wanted the throne, but when his half-brother abdicated, and I hold up, like the kale. Like, no one else could lead them into just this whole dramatic thing of heritage, and I take a minute, and there's a fight to the death, and the cabbage wins. But when I'm done, hopefully I don't know if I have to roll to make money, but this is a D&D. When I'm done in the crowd, like, I do notice at some time during the performance that y'all are there, so I make a point to make it faster than normal because I was clearly just biding my time.
Okay. The crowd actually quite loves it. You are exceedingly popular, especially with the child who brought you the cabbage. He cannot believe that his cabbage was the secret prince all along. Like, he's so excited. He has run back and gotten his parents. One of his parents has left the stall. They tip you generously.
Hell yeah.
Because their child is so excited. You've made, like, you didn't like make bank, but you've done better than you did like the last 3 towns actually.
But yeah, because I haven't performed in the last 2.
Well,
and then the third one, there was, just a little crisis happening.
Now look, I didn't say there weren't reasons. I just said you made more money than the last 3 towns.
And I mean, that is fair.
So you go ahead, you hastily pocket it, and you head over towards
My
Lofong. And
buddies. And I'd be like, hey, hopefully
So-
Wong hasn't left us, but I left him with his friend. How was I hope y'all were fruitful.
Uh,
So Lo Fong still doesn't really understand humor. So in an attempt, he's maintained the servant persona their entire journey back to here.
Mm-hmm.
And so every once in a while he'd be like, "Was that bar to your liking, Master Ji Woon?" And it's clear that he's actually disguised himself as a servant at some point, because it's like you would think that you were in some rich person's home, except he's kind of dressed kind of crappily and you're just walking through the streets of Omachu. And now you're in this little dingy you're in this little dingy bar and he's still doing it.
I'm just gonna like take a moment and like look between the two of you, and then I'm gonna like look at Kim, and I was like, I didn't realize Lo Fong had that kind of kink. Y'all make a beautiful couple.
Oh wow.
This is no shame.
Kai and I don't know how to deal with that.
And Kayam, as normal, has a shit-eating grin on his face, because the goal is to make you as uncomfortable as possible, because that's funny.
And let's face it, Kim Ji-woon is very easy. He's very easy.
I know. Y'all are all like, Lo Fong's actually like not the easy one. I actually had to threaten his life, but y'all don't know that. But like between you and Wong, like Kayam is just like very easily entertained, and that's why being by himself he was just so bored, and that's why he's along. Anyway, continue. Were you fruitful? I was, as I just
yeah.
said,
There's
the cabbage.
We've got a way in. Guard captain Zhang Xiao, son of a fuck.
Tell us how you really feel.
Needs a diamond. Expensive sort. He doesn't want to pay diamond prices. I am Kim Ji-woon. I can arrange for a diamond.
Are we doing a heist?
Well, I'll see what Faye's got for me. Frankly, I don't think we'll have to. And either way, he's
Look
gonna be
of
paid.
disappointment on Kayam's face.
And him just like you see like a brief like confusion, like, what? You're not an artist. Artists don't deal for whatever.
We do a lot of pretending. It's very rare that we can do an actual heist, okay? Live for adventure. Sorry, continue.
If we got a diamond that'll do, we're gonna use that. And
Okay.
either way, his drunk ass already agreed to buy it off us, so we're making money off of this, no matter what. Maybe I'll see if I can get a message out to his girlfriend, because she doesn't deserve him.
She could do so much better.
Oh, that sounds like a story. Are we getting...
You said Woong is with a friend, his friend,
Yeah,
right?
his friend. Yeah.
Well,
they promised they weren't gonna leave. So if they did, we'll just find them and poke him. But this way, come on. My moods are low, and I could eat again, and I didn't even get to eat while I was at that one place at Ma's. What's Ma's something? Delicious. So it smelled amazing.
Never heard of it.
Surprise.
I'll tell you on the way. I'll tell you on the way. I'm sure you're gonna love Zhang Xiao.
All right. And so let us go ahead and close on our heroes as we see them round the corner. As we see Kim Ji-woon's look of abject, pale-faced horror as he looks downstairs into the utter condemnable hole in the wall that is Mama G's. And let us peer just through the wall, just real quick, at Wong and his friend, both of them just full of dumplings and sadness as they realize that there's some shit to do and terrible things are happening. And also that maybe just a little bit they might be feeling kind of bad about leaving these new friends. Like, not really, because they got their own life, but also they kind of like these fuckwits. Jesus Christ, they were not emotionally prepared for that. Let's leave people with these deep feelings of horror at a subpar restaurant that's delicious, and sadness and confusion and low fogness. And let's do our questions for the night and head out because we're right about out of time.
Yeah.
All right. Boom. So
Questions.
let's start with, let me open my screen again because of course it timed out. So let's start with, did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world today?
We did learn that there were airbenders here not that long ago.
That left him, that seemed to leave in a hurry.
Yeah.
I'd say yes.
Yeah, I would say yes.
I would count that as exciting. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's survivors, and that is exciting.
Yeah.
Going.
It's super exciting. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
We solved it last time, so no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
Yeah, not this week.
Yeah, not
Community problem.
Okay. Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
I
Yes.
just ended at center because I went up and I moved my things and I centered myself with my level up. So
Nice.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm centered.
Ended
Yeah,
at
that.
center.
Look at all you perfectly balanced bitches. This is amazing. So let's go ahead and ask your individual questions. Let's start with Obi. Obi, what's your growth question?
Have you learned something meaningful or important about your lineage, its members, or its effects on the world and others? I feel like the answer to that one is a no. I think, as far as lineage was concerned, this is more of a confirmation of the way Kim believes this world works.
All right, valid. And Mayor, what about you?
Did you get a friend to join in or approve of some of your bad habits? I wouldn't really consider what we did with catching Min a bad habit, so no. Not in one of my bad habits, anyway.
All right, that's valid.
Yeah.
All right, Casey.
My question is, did you try to make amends for past mistakes or prove you're a different person now?
Tried to prove that you were a servant.
Yeah. I mean, like, he told some jokes, but I don't think it's that different, so no.
Okay. And Val, how about Kaya?
I definitely did not show any sort of vulnerability, and I did not admit that I was wrong, or that I should have listened to someone that I ignored. And I don't think I checked off any of my legacy of excellences either. I do keep giving my affection, but I don't know who exactly is worthy of it. I keep trying.
I don't know if any of us are worthy of it.
I keep trying.
You become worthy by accepting it and reciprocating it.
By the nature of the question, I, Kim Ji-woon, am forced to insist.
Yeah.
More
I really
than-
only have one more because I have 3 checked off. So one more, I changed playbooks.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Finale.
Yeah, finale.
Finale.
Yeah. So yeah, no. Otherwise, I'm done. I'm good.
All right.
Mhm.
So speaking of finales, thank you so much. This has been the lead up to our finale. We are going to be off for the next 2 weeks. We do have
Mhm.
people who are busy doing things in the meat space. It's going to go inside. You know what? Meat space got to come first because we can reschedule this. So we will be back for the finale of Avatar: Rain of Smoke and Ashes on December 16th. We will finish it up. Trust me, whatever you think we're about to do, that's not what we're about to do. It's about to get bananas.
I honestly have no idea what's gonna
Yeah,
happen
I
next
don't-
time. I am just
like,
like
I
so excited.
don't know. I'm scared because we
I'm
have one session and we have
terrified, yeah.
so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much stuff to do.
Yeah, I'm honestly like terrified in the correct way. But yeah, so we will be back in 2 weeks with this particular finale. However, as far as the channel goes, on Wednesday is the finale of our Monster of the Week campaign that I run. We are about to go fight. We're about to go murder Peter Pan. Like
Nice.
straight up, we're just about to go like Peter Pan's gonna probably murder somebody as well, but they're gonna go murder Peter Pan because he's kind of a dick face that is not actually a fey creature, but some eldritch core that has decided to take over the realm of Neverland and the Feywild. Just not a cool guy. Not a cool guy whatsoever. But yeah, that's happening Wednesday at 3 p.m. And then that's it for me because as soon as we do this finale, we're off until January. But until then, follow me on the Twitters, the Hinge, not the Hinge, that's a dating app that I'm not on. the Hive.
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 Like that. I mean, I am married, but those who know.
Look, let me just be excited about your wedding still. It's only been a couple months.
I am
yeah.
also excited about it. The Hive, which I would like to point out, I don't like Hive for the fact that it is mobile only. It's not a good space for what I do here. But we'll see what happens and we'll see what finds out. And of course, join us on Discord. And yeah, I might or may not have things going on where we're either gonna have a new show or might need new people. I am definitely gonna have guest people for my Animorphs game in the spring, especially if you want to play an Andalite or a Chi or a Yerk Resistance member. I've got stuff for you. We will have a good time. But yeah,
I heard
that's
those
me.
words and I don't know what they mean.
We gotta get you in on some Animorphs.
You don't know
friend.
Animorphs?
I've never read them.
Yeah, me neither.
I can special interest activated. All right, that's me. Everyone else, what you doing in the next 3 like that until we see you again? Essentially, what's happening? And we'll go in the opposite direction. So Casey, go ahead.
Yep. You can find me on Twitter. Obviously, it's still there. Instagram for music stuff. And you can find me on Saturday nights at Clockwork Productions here on Twitch, where we play the social deduction game Blood on the Clock Tower. That's on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So that's it for me.
Hello. I think that means it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. I also use Archmage of Dice on a lot of platforms now. Right now, you can only find me here and on Saturday nights on Sorting Key. Sorting Key is separated by underscores. Playing your lovely Soul Knife Horse Rogue Acacia. That we will not be having our next game until the 17th. But please check out the channel. They've got a bunch of 2-shots going on, a bunch of horror 2-shots on Sundays. And the only thing I have going on right now is I have put together a fundraiser for my friend Taldoz, who is in financial straits right now. And it's an auction. So if you would like access to the auction where you can bid on some amazing GMs to run a one-shot for you, or some really cool baskets where you can get art, tea, by Friday afternoon tea, or custom music commissioned by my friend Quinn, please hit me up on Twitter. I can get you the Discord link, or I'll just throw it in chat right now. But please reach out to me. I can get that to you. That starts The bidding starts this coming Wednesday, the 30th, for noon Pacific time, and will be open for 3 days. I'm going to get you that link, Val, if you can post that for me if I can't.
You can actually, yeah, you should be able to post it like your
Okay, I'll
VIP,
do that
so
in a
you got it.
second.
Yeah, you can post links.
And that's all I got.
I have. Thank you all. I have been Kim Ji Woon, but elsewhere on the internet, I am on Twitter, at least for the time being. However, long or short that time may yet be, at twitter.com/Joss Addison. That's JOSADISON. Or you can even find me here and there on Twitch at twitch.tv/Shinobi. And now that's me. Perhaps I'll look into one of these brave new platforms, explore those frontiers. But in the meantime, that's me. Take care.
And thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. I've been Eugenia Marnica. This has been episode 9 of Avatar: Rain of Smoke and Ashes. You can find me. Actually, I'm not doing anything. I'm on a break for like the next 3 weeks. I'm not going to do shit until the 16th when we are back for the finale. After that, though, you'll be able to see me in Winter One Shot Week over on Girls Run These Worlds. We will be releasing our schedule of content soon, but I can tell you that you will see me as a player in at least one fantastic game that I'm so excited for, and you'll get to see me GMing a holiday horror right before Christmas Eve. I may or may not have bought a ridiculous little outfit today to wear. It's so cute. Oh my God, I'm gonna show you guys when we get off stream. Y'all can't see it. The rest of you will have to come to my stream. Girls Run These Worlds, December 23rd. So cute. But you four get to see it as soon as we leave.
Nice.
So in fact, we're gonna say goodbye now so I can go show everybody. It's time to raid. We're gonna go raid Jinosuke.
Yeah,
let's
Jinosuke is
go.
actually how he
Jinosuke,
pronounces
there
it.
we go. I don't
Yeah,
know.
one of my
watch
cool real life friends are playing some Overwatch 2. Him and his his partner. So we will see y'all. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Until then, for this, we'll see you in 3 weeks. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Oh,
Bye
man. Oh yes,
bye.
behave yourself. It's just not. It's not behaving itself.
Nah, it's gonna do what it wants to do.
It is.